Okay, this is what happened. 9 years ago, God spoke to me about this. Yeah, and let me just read it, and then I'll explain more in details what happened for me to come up with this. It's not only something that started now, but it's something that started 9 years ago. I was in my bedroom, yeah? And 9 years ago, God spoke to me about my ministry. He gave me a ministry of healing broken people. Wow. Then 4 years ago, my pastor told me about the same thing that God spoke to me 9 years ago. And I was like, wow. You know, when God speaks to you about something, it's never always a surprise. Somehow you know you heard this already. Or somehow you know that, wow, this I knew it already. So when God speaks to us, we always know that, yes, this is a confirmation. And 4 years ago, my pastor confirmed that I have a ministry of healing people. Brokenness, especially people that are broken. And guess what? Let me continue with this. I did not know for me to have this ministry, I have to experience brokenness to understand broken people. You know? And for us to understand broken people, we have to go through brokenness. And there is no way God will allow you to have a ministry of healing broken people if you have not come to understand or if you have not come to experience it yourself. This is when we understand people when they are talking to us. This is when we can relate to people when they are talking to us about brokenness, yeah? And yeah, let me just go ahead again. because it takes a broken person to heal the broken world. You know? I've come to understand that we are all broken some way or another way. The world is broken, to say just in general. If we could see, or if we could read people, if we can see how people are walking around, we will come to understand how broken people are, you know? And it's so beautiful to know that there are people who understand us. There are people that have been through the same journey with us, yeah? And this is helping us to heal better, you understand? And we are here to heal one another. Okay, this seminar is not a one-man's show. It's a seminar of all of us ladies. We are all people, we are all here to heal one another. My experiences, your experiences, these are the things that we are going to have as ladies to speak to one another about what we've been through in life, you know, what we've been passing through in life. And this is the only way we are going to heal one another. And this is something that is going to be real to us, real to ourselves. This is not something that we are going to bring up and act. We are going to prepare how to be professional, you know, but we are going to be real, we are going to be true, you know. And in this way, when we speak as ladies, this is the way to heal. When you know Cecilia went through this and she's strong, when you know Priscilla went through this and she's still standing tall and strong, I'm telling you, this will help us to heal, you know, and just to be of better people in society, you know. And the aim, number 3, I want to say now is, the aim is to see women okay, I'm sorry. Yes, okay. The purpose is to come together and heal together by our experiences. The purpose is for us to come together and heal together with our experiences. No one is a special speaker here. We are not going to have a special speaker, but we are all going to be people who will speak in this seminar, you know. It's not a one-man's show like I said, but it's for all of us ladies. We're going to come together as ladies. Yeah. We all heal together by talking about our stories and our experiences. And this comes to a statement that says that all things work together for our good. When you experience brokenness, later on you will understand it was not against you. but your brokenness, God uses it to heal another broken person, yeah? So everything we pass through in life, we will understand that it is meant to happen that way, for us to help another sister out, you know? When we have overcome it, just to know that there is no death in the experience that we've been through, but we have come out stronger, wiser, and smarter, you know? And the purpose is also to become aware of what abuse is in our relationships, you know? Most of us have discovered, or especially most of us and our young ladies, we do not yet know what abuse is, you know? We go through things as ladies, we go through things, but sometimes we do not know what abuse is. It takes a person to understand what abuse is for you to ask our spouses to treat us right, you know? When we understand what abuse is, then we will not allow some things to happen to us. But in most cases, we grew up not knowing even what abuse is, or how does this thing happen. You know, we might just think that, okay, this is normal, and these are the things that we are also going to talk about as time goes. Yeah, so we need to be healed. We need to be healed for us to be a blessing to our men and to our society. Wow. Let me just repeat again. We need to be healed for us to be a blessing to our men and to our society. You know, it takes a broken person to break another person. You know, it takes another person to destroy another person's heart. But the moment we are healed, the moment we have a healed society, this is when we can relate to one another also with healing, with love and acceptance, you know. When we understand, when a person has a sound mind, when a person has a clear healing in the spirit, in their heart, this is only when we can relate to our sisters with a healing heart, you know, with loving and acceptance to one another. So, ladies, we are in a journey to heal. We are in a journey to heal ourselves. This is not a one-man show, but it's all of us. And I'm going to repeat this a lot of time. We are here to heal one another. You know, it's needed, ladies. It's needed for us to heal one another. I myself, in my brokenness, I needed other women who have been through the brokenness to help me overcome, to help me know that it's going to be over. It's going to be okay, you know? To tell me that one day things will get better and I'm going to stand up again and be smiling again, you know? Awesome. So ladies, we can all give, so that we can all give the word love by us being healed. We can only give the word love when we are healed. Otherwise, if we are not healed, we cannot give the word love. And for us also to love our spouses better, we can only do that when we are healed. As long as we are in pain, as long as we are broken, I'm telling you the truth, forget about giving love to our spouses. So this thing is not only for us, it's for us to be fulfilled. When we are fulfilled, that's when we can even fulfill our relationships in general, as friendships, spouses, and marriages, and so on. This is awesome. So ladies in this group, our aim is not to be professional, okay, I say this, but to be ourselves. So this evening, ladies, we are going to be ourselves and true. If we have to laugh, we are going to laugh. If we have to cry, we are going to cry together, you know. This is something that is real, you know. It's a healing to our spirit. And we cannot heal if we are all going to stand up here and try and be professional, you know. Otherwise, it's just going to be a show, but this is a real thing. It's a reality, you know. So we will cry together and laugh together this afternoon. You know, as much as we are, as small as we are, as big as we are real people with real human hearts. You know, and I believe that we are going to have a time of healing this evening through our experiences and through our guest speakers that are going to speak to us this evening. And we are going to learn one thing or another. And just to remind you that situations might be different, but applications, abuse might be the same, but applications might be different. My situation and your situation might be different, but the way to but the way to apply to our situation will be different, you know. So we just also have to use wisdom. But the main purpose is healing, you know. It's for us women to have control of our emotions. So women, the other thing I wanted to say this evening is that the main aim is for us to be in control of our emotions. This is very important, to be independent, emotional, to be emotional independent. This is what I want us, this is what I want to stand out. When women, we are in control of our emotions, this is powerful. When we are in control of our emotions, there's no way we can allow a man or another person to control of our emotions. And it takes us to come together and talk about what it means to be in control of our emotions, is to have our world, is to gain our world. Many of us have been lost in relationships. We have been lost in marriage. In marriages, we're supposed to find ourselves, but we end up finding us lost in it. We even lost ourselves in marriages that, or relationships that are meant to fulfill us. But then we just realize, wow, I've lost myself. What's happening? You can't find yourself anymore. And your family, your friends, your sisters cannot even have the best of you because you are not yourself. You have lost yourself in the relationships, you know. So we want to create a better world for us ladies.
Awesome.
As much as we are, as small as we are, I know we will have a big impact, you know. And this thing is not meant only for today, just to be a one-off thing. We also trust God that we're going to have this every second month of the year for us to keep healing, because healing is progressing. Healing is not just a one-off thing that we just come together today and then find, and then we leave it there, but we want to have a support group to one another. And I believe that we are going to have also trust for one another. This is the place where we are going to protect our sisterhood. Doesn't mean that if Diana is going to mock my situation, make fun of my situation because she heard what I said about my situation, you know what, if you go there and make fun of my situation, you are doing it to yourself, because we are sisters and we are all females, you know. Something I've learned in life, they always say that never say never. Just to let you know that I recently just went through a divorce, you know. And I never thought I would be divorced, I'm telling you the truth. It's not something that came in my mind that one day I'll go through divorce. I always used to say that I'll never. I'm telling you the truth. It's not something that I thought of one day to happen to me at all. Until reality checked in, you know. Reality checked in. But this is not to say my story today, because we still have a lot of time today. Today we have other guest speakers that are going to speak with us. Tell us about experiences, their experiences. This is how we are going to heal together. So we are each other's sister keeper. We are going to keep our sisters' hearts, you know. We are going to protect each other emotionally. Praise the Lord. Okay. Yeah, so in the end of the program, as the speakers go on today, I would just love you guys to write down your questions, because we are going to have a discussion time. I want us to write down your questions or have your questions as each speaker is going to come. Find a question to ask, you know, real things, real issues, you know, and write them down also. Maybe you might forget, so that we can have a time of discussion with our guest speakers, you know. And in the end also, I also just want a group of few people, because in the midst of us, there might be people that need urgent help or urgent touch, you know. We are not just going to throw you and wait for the next 2 months to come, but we also hope by God's grace that we're going to have a small group of people that we can meet once a month or twice a month. We just talk in a circle. We just help each other, because one thing I realized, sometimes we need to talk to people that have been through the same situation for them to understand. And it feels good when you are talking to someone that you know this person understands me. Because you just know that what this person is telling me, it makes sense. And after talking with that person, I'm telling you, you have peace. You have peace. And you are strong again. And then at the end of everything, after we ask the questions from our guest speakers, we are going to have refreshments. Please don't rush to go. Let's get to know each other and have refreshment, because this is just the beginning of this page, you know, of Let's Heal Together as Ladies. So our main purpose is to heal together. We are going to heal each other with our brokenness, with our experiences that we've been through in life. Awesome. Wow, I think I've come to the end.